Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hot Rod Dad channel. Glad you came. Hope you stay. Like, subscribe, comment, share, etc., etc. It is a beautiful spring day here in Tennessee. April, it's the 4th Saturday, which means it is the local cruise-in Crossville, Tennessee. I just jumped out of Oscar here, and I'm here about an hour early, and I'm going to see if I can find some cool cars and trucks. Y'all come along. Beautiful little red C10 right here. Oh, man, that thing's got some gorgeous bedwood in it. So like I said, I got here about an hour early, and the cars are already lined up on the streets right here, and people are milling around. Great thing about getting here early is they don't have any music playing yet, and I'm not going to get copyrighted. So we'll walk down the street here, check out some of the cool cars and trucks. This is a real interesting little car right here. 64 Acadian. That is from Canada. Nice little Mercury Cougar right here. It's kind of a powder blue. I like the wheels on this one. Got the hideaway headlights. One of my favorite features about these cars was the sequential tail lights on them. They would light up from side to side right there when you turn the blinker on. Really cool feature. Right there is our lovely courthouse, built in 1905. Beautiful little Chevy 2 Nova. I always love that body style. Good turnout here, looks like, today for the first cruise in of the year. There's a really cool little Model A. Seen this car here before, and I actually know the guy that built this one. And he stuffed an LS under the hood of that thing. Probably needed a shoehorn to get that sucker in there. Saw this little black 32 Ford cruising around town earlier. Let's get a little closer look at it.
This one says 301 Bigot.
Gorgeous little car. Saw this in Sparta last week. Love the little 32 right there in the pinstriping. Awesome car. Started out cool this morning. It was I don't know, probably down in the 40s. It's warming up nicely today. Probably going to be about 62, 65 degrees. And gorgeous blue skies. I see something right over there across the street that I've got to check out. Look. I'm going to hit the crosswalk right here because I saw something really interesting. Still not closed the streets off yet, so these folks are kind enough to stop for me to let me cross the street. And right here is what I wanted to see. Oh my, this is a killer piece of Americana. This is a 1942 Indian dispatch tow, and if you don't know what that means, these were used in the city, and a mechanic would come out to retrieve your car and take it into the shop to work on it, and he would ride this bike. He could carry a few tools right there in the back if he needed to, and when he took your car back to the mechanic shop to work on, he could just hitch it up to the bumper right there and pull the truck behind it. Beautifully restored little truck, and it's got some technical specs right here on it and stuff. Very cool, and I have a feeling that this is going to be my favorite thing here today. And got a matching street rod here to tow it with. Cool bike, cool tow vehicle. I like this little tea bucket coming here. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. They'll get the street closed off here in a little while, and they'll block the traffic off, and then usually these guys will pull their cars up and face the center of the street. Always a good turnout at this little cruise in, and quite a diverse selection of cars. Nice little tea bucket right here. I've seen this one a time or two before. Like I said, a good diverse selection of cars, from a tea bucket to this convertible Jaguar. I've seen several tea buckets here this morning. There's another one right over there on the corner. And right over there is the jewel of our little downtown, the historic Palace Theater. It has been restored, and they have events down there. They have movies occasionally, but they have lots of music groups and a variety of different kinds of shows and things. Cool little venue. Wonderful little downtown Lots of old buildings. And a wonderful place to have grown up. Check this out. Several imports over here on this end, and I've seen lots of Corvettes so far.
Now they got a drone, they'll fly up and down.
And like I said, a variety of different kinds of cars. Even these little stanced rice grinders. That one happens to be a Lexus. Like I said, several of these little foreign cars fixed up. I happen to like this one a lot. Little Subaru Forester. It's dropped down, lowered, slammed on the ground. I really dig the body style on that. And this BMW is pretty radical. Looks like it is race ready. I like what some of these young guys are doing to these cars. Check out that bumper. If I can get back across the street over here and head on back down to the town square. A gasser style 55 Chevy. I've seen this one here a time or two. Did you see those folks try to run over me? like that little Pontiac GTO right there, or as they were referred to back in the day, a goat. Awesome car. Oh. Bet that has got a 389 in it. I don't know, not sure. Gorgeous, gorgeous paint. Just incredible. Here is our lovely Chamber of Commerce right here on Main Street. Little tidbit of Crossville history. See that little rock building over there? Crossville is kind of known for its stone that they quarry here, and that little building was built as a display, kind of so that you could see the stone on a building, and you can kind of get an idea what it's going to look like, just as a display for people to look at if they were wanting to buy stone. That was built back in the, if I'm not mistaken, the 1940s. Really cool little piece of Americana right there. I just love this little downtown. Looks like he's enjoying the cruise in. Really interesting little car right here. This is a Henry J, and the model on that is a Vagabond. Most of these were used as gassers back in the day because they were little light cars, and you could stuff a great big engine in there and go drag racing. Take you right over here. I've found another really interesting car. This is a Studebaker Avanti. This is actually a Studebaker Avanti 2, and these cars were made in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. After Studebaker shut down, they sold the Avanti line off. It moved to Canada, and they kept on producing those for a while. Got a couple of food trucks set up over here, so you can grab you something to eat today and throw a lawn chair out here on the courthouse lawn. Enjoy something to eat and check out all the cars. I'm going to walk right down here. I've spotted that little tea bucket I saw cruising by earlier. I want to check that out for sure. Another interesting little tidbit of Crossville history. Great little restaurant right over there. That used to be a roller skating rink on the second floor many, many years ago. And here's another little interesting car. Looks like a whiskey runner. The Whiskey Wagon. Man, this thing is low slung. Apparently it is dubbed Sinister Sally. I like that little mascot right there. Love that little Hudson. A couple of the restored old homes now owned by the city. I like the pipes on this thing. They just turn them straight up. So as per the usual routine, they have blocked the road off now, and everybody's starting to back into position right here with their nose facing the center of the road. It's really cool to see the whole downtown shut down, and all these vintage cars and trucks lining the street with all these beautiful old buildings. Spotted this little GM, excuse me, GM, MG, I mean, cruising around town earlier. This is a little MG midget. Not sure of the year model on it. Really cool little cars though. Tiny, tiny little car though. How we doing? Gorgeous, gorgeous Packard. I've featured several times on the channel. What a gorgeous shade of red. Just an incredible car. I love to see these old cars and trucks driving down the street. It's adds a whole different level of appreciation for them when you see them driving around, because these cars and trucks are not just a something pretty to look at. They are a whole visceral experience. The whole sight, the sound, even the smell of the racing fuel, and the vibration of a big hefty V8. Have you? Everybody will get parked here in a few minutes and get out and start milling around and shining their vehicles. In this guy's case, I don't have to worry about that with Oscar. Here's another favorite here today, and one of a few British cars that's present. This little Austin Haley. Man, I love these cars. Always have. I dig those bucket seats, kind of reminiscent to an old bomber style seat. And it's got a banjo steering wheel, kind of like the early Fords. But one of my favorite features of these cars is the knockoff wheels. They had actual knockoff centers on these, no lug nuts. This is very similar to what they use in Indy cars. Just knock off that spinner right there in the middle, and if you look right there, you can see that they are marked as to which direction you turn them and which side they go on. Very cool. And here's another favorite right here that I see here often. It's a little 2829 Model A phone booth pickup. Here's another favorite for me here today. This little 1940 Ford Coupe. I really like that shade of blue. Small block Chevy with V8 in it with air conditioning. Some nice, tasteful pinstripe in there. I love the interior in this. Those inserts, very vintage looking fabric. I'm not sure what that fabric would have come in originally, but it really suits the build. Banjo steering wheel in it, tilt column, and a nicely restored dash. But I bet those gauges, although they look vintage, I bet they're all modern behind that facade. Very simple wheel and tire combo on it. It's just a steel wheel with baby moon hubcaps and trim rings. Just suits it perfectly. And it's a straight shift car. I really like that about it. This thing would be a ton of fun to drive. Well, here's something you don't see a whole lot of anymore. Little Gremlin. Looks like about a 75, 76 model. And it looks like it is a true survivor.
Is this the one that's on 101?
On Main Street. So again, thank you for bringing your cars out here.
Well, folks, that's it for the monthly cruise in here in Crossville, Tennessee. The last of the cars are rolling out, and you can see right here that the street is empty, pretty much. Going to jump in Oscar, which is parked right over there on the corner, and I'm going to RUNNOFT. Appreciate y'all coming along, checking out some cool rides here at the Cruise Inn. Don't forget, it happens every fourth Saturday. So if you're in the area, come check it out. It's from 12 to 4. And until next time,
Y'all get out there and build something.
that's right. Y'all get out there and build something.